So, Justin Bieber is going through what we call Ramsay Hunt syndrome, where half of his face is currently paralyzed, which has also stopped his world tour. And I'm really feeling for him, honestly. And we're going to talk about how I think this is a lot deeper than just this Ramsay Hunt syndrome, what I think is the real root. And something that his own friend, his own close friend, leaked to the Daily Mail that actually confirms what I think. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video today. If you do enjoy it, please do subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Y'all know what to do already. Okay? And let's get into it. So I really believe that we're going to get into what this syndrome actually is so that you guys can understand more about what it is and how it works. But I really believe that this whole thing is a result of the thing that everybody was taking around the world, that all the governments were pushing everybody to do and get boosters and things for. I really believe this is a side effect of this, and that is actually backed up by other examples that were shown as early as January 2020 in Hong Kong, which was where the first reported case of this took place, where there was the connection between this thing that we're talking about, and then that leading to this Ramsay Hunt syndrome. There was also in the same month a Spanish paper that produced the same diagnosis of that for a 78-year-old woman. So we can see there were already examples of this as a side effect, right? And so it's not just like I'm just like pulling this out of the air or whatever. But on top of that, listen to this. Apparently, Biebs himself told a close friend that he believes that this is the root of where this is coming from, and that he will be suing Pfizer, and this was reported to the Daily Mail. So a close friend of his leaked this to the Daily Mail. So allegedly, Biebs himself also believes that that is where this comes from. But before I get any further, let's just quickly discuss what this syndrome actually is, because I think that'll be quite helpful. So basically, Ramsay Hunt syndrome is caused by the same virus that causes chickenpox and shingles. Basically, what happens is with chickenpox, can later turn into shingles, which is why probably one of the reasons why, you know, a lot of doctors say like it's good to get chickenpox when you're a child so that your body can learn how to fight it from early, because it's worse if you get it as an adult. So shingles can affect the facial nerve near your ear, and then the result of that can cause facial paralysis and hearing loss. So that's pretty extreme. These are pretty extreme symptoms, and that's why it's important for me to talk about this with you guys, because it's not a joke. It's not a joke what goes on in the world. And so much of the time when you have people like myself who speak up on this stuff and who put these conspiracy theories and stuff out there, I think a lot of people just think we're out here trying to be argumentative. We're out here just trying to be the cool ones that think different. Like we're just trying to be the outcasts. We're just trying to be the misfits, you know, or something. But the truth is, the reason why I share this stuff and the reason why it's so important to make these videos, right, is because if you don't know something, you can't prevent that thing from happening, right? And a lot of the important information, a lot of the pitfalls that are out there are there on purpose. Because like I always say to you guys, there is evil in the world that is trying to destroy us. There's a reason why we're all struggling so much with mental health despite Mental Health Awareness Month. There's a reason why, you know, all of a sudden things are getting worse and worse as we are going on. You know, why people are struggling, where there's poverty, why we have a world with so much money, but then there's still 10 years plus, however many years later, I'm still seeing the same ads talking about, oh, I'm seeing freaking Prince Charles like, I'm the chief, I'm the patron of so-and-so charity where we give money to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, how about take that money you used to put and redo Big Ben again, right? Or some of that money that was used for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. How about you take that money? Stop asking people who right now are trying to work out how they're going to be able to get to work, to and fro work, because the petrol prices and the gas prices have gone up, you know? Like, do you see what I'm saying? And so this stuff is being done on purpose, guys. And these people are very cocky. The world elites who are doing this type of stuff, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. And the more that I look into this, the more that I research, the more I'm like, you guys the devil's not even trying to hide himself no more. He's just like, here I am. He's just like, here I am. He's like the little Nas going down the stripper pole onto the earth right now. Just like, listen, I'm causing destruction. And that's why I'm telling you guys about this stuff, because you need to be somebody that looks and researches into things for yourself, and don't get caught up in the fear mongering. So much of the control of the world, when you have somebody in a state of fear, it's very easy to control them, right? And that's what you see in the media. That's why I always say to you guys, don't watch the news, don't watch the main news. First of all, watch independent news sources. There's so many great independent news sources out there, right? Epoch Times is one that I like to use, that comes straight to my mind. So many different fantastic platforms out there. But the main news, you'll find a lot of the times you watch the news, what did it do? It makes you feel fearful. Like this situation we had over the last 2 years that made everybody run to do this thing. What do? They're like, oh, if we don't take this, then this thing could kill so many people, and this thing could that, and that, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And like, it's just like, it's all this, oh, we're all scared, and we're just not knowing what to do. They use all this scientific jargon. And as somebody who has a degree in chemistry, as somebody who has a bachelor's degree with honors and a year in research, okay, I will tell you that so much of the stuff they say, they could use more simple language, but they don't. And they don't do it because they want you to be freaking out about it. And they want you to be like, I don't even understand what they're saying, but all I know is that I need to be scared and I need to do whatever they say because they're the experts. Right? And there are plenty of experts out there. They're just not going to be on mainstream. A lot of them, the mainstream news, the mainstream media, the people in the world are trying to shut them down. A lot of them are doing their own research that is disproving the research. A lot of them, this is where I'm finding this information that I found about how the connection between these two things was not from popular people or popular experts. It's from the people who are who they're trying to shut down, the people they're trying to silence. And so, like I even say to you guys all the time, you should use DuckDuckGo to search up stuff and not Google, because even Google, I don't know if you guys knew that, but like if there's like a taco place and you're living in California, you know, did you know that they could pay just to get their place to come up as the #1 search? And when you search for like taco places in California, did you know that? So guess what? They can manipulate so much of our lives, so much of what we see and we don't see. If you don't actively research things and take a step back from the fear mongering, you know, you'll get caught up in it. And that's why I believe, you know, it's like what the Bible says, the truth shall set you free. When you learn the truth, you're like, whoa, so I don't even need to be in fear at all. I haven't been in fear this whole time. When this thing went down, I was like, I already had a feeling. I had such a strong feeling in 2019. I was like, I don't know, something's going to be. And I feel like looking back at it now, I'm like, this is so definitely the Lord telling me, like, I was like, something's going to be, there's something big coming next year. I just felt it. I could feel it. Right. So when it came, I was like, okay, this is what's happening, but I don't need to live in fear because I ain't going to live in no fear. Right. And so that's why I say to you guys, you know, it's important to research stuff for yourself. It's important not to listen to the fear mongering. All of the stuff that I say on this channel, all of the videos, and I've got so many more videos to come, guys. I've got some really deep stuff I'm going to be telling you about. It's going to get nuts. It's about to get nuts around here on this channel, okay? Because I want to help you guys to understand what you're really dealing with. The world's elites, the governments, the scientists, the pharmaceutical industry, the entertainment industry, they're not trying to help or protect you or the people who work for them. They're not. They're trying to do the very opposite. And right now, a lot of us are being used as lab rats. India, God bless that country, in a lot of ways, is being used, right, as guinea pigs for so many different things. You wouldn't even know, right? And I talked about this in the video that where I was talking about the crazy thing that happened in 6 to 12 days, which I need to change the thumbnail on that because now that's no longer happening now. But anyway, check that video out, because in that video I talk about what the World Health Organization is doing to help the health in the world. The freaking liars. So, you know, this is why I tell you guys this stuff, so that you can avoid these situations. And I just want to say this as well before I close off the video. Please do not stress now because you're realizing, oh, I had the thing and I'm now scared about what's going to happen. Listen, y'all, I believe in the power of healing and prayer, okay? And you know, and I think this was the opportunity. I feel like this was the wake-up call, you know. So now we've learned our lessons. I pray for y'all as well. Don't live in fear. It's okay, but let's be active in doing our own research. You know, let's be active in not listening to the media, not feeling like we have to do anything. Listen, God gave us free will, okay? So ain't nobody got the right to take that away from you. And on that note, if you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Do you still think I'm crazy after all of that? Like, really? Or are you finally noticing that sometimes the conspiracy theorists are right? Like, sometimes they're actually onto something. Sometimes they're the ones who actually care about you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Other than that, God bless every single one of you. And I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.